How you all doing today? Welcome to today's daily random vlog. It's still snowy outside, but at least it's not snowing again right now. But then again, we are also hearing that it's going to go plus 10 temperatures by next week already. Gotta love winters in Canada. Anyhow, enough about the snow. Desperately waiting for spring. So many things I want to do, but it's going to take spring weather to really showcase it, to make it worth doing. So we just idly RC through the winter. Does that sound good? Yeah. For now it'll do anyways. I want to show you guys some of the projects I'm going to be working on today, and then I've got kind of a special treat. I've got a friend of mine you may have heard me refer to, Mr. Dent. Yeah, he's probably going to be watching this and be like, oh hey, that's me. I'm going to show you his toy. His RC toy. It's not ready to go yet, but it will be in a few weeks, I imagine. It's kind of tough tracking down the specific things and what it needs, and I'll show you why, but we'll get to that. So stick around. You want to see a big truck, a big RC, it's worth sticking around to see. So some of the projects that I've got on the go today. I told you about the antenna on the original receiver for this car. Not technically the original Arma receiver, but the original one it come with for me. This is a no-name receiver. It says Iron Track on the bottom corner of the transmitter, digital proportional system. And it's, you know, your typical RC car transmitter. But the range was crap. And I found out why, because of the antenna. I've prepped this new antenna. It's a coaxial, it's a very thin antenna. It's, how is a good way to explain it? You ever play with old cable coax? And it's got a sheath layer that's weaved around a thinner plastic layer with really hair thin wire on the inside. If that made sense, you're following so far, good. Well, it has to have a specific length exposed on the end of it to get the proper wavelength for that frequency. And that's prepped now and ready to go. The one that come off of it was just chewed, haggard, maybe about this long with bared spots in the middle and no specific wavelength section left on the top. So yeah, that's why it wasn't working. Right now I have a Spectrum DX6 transmitter that's meant for the Blade SR remote control helicopter, but it's got range beyond belief, so it works good in the car. So that's one project. I'm going to attempt to solder that on today. We'll see how that turns out later. Get those out of the way for now. So here's some of the broken parts on the front end of this Raider. All the top of this shock tower, strut tower. This is all broken in here. It's supposed to be a cross piece. You kind of see what remains of it. This would go down here, this would connect up to here, but I've got it wired in place. No, you hear all the dirt falling off it? I can't even show you guys properly right now. I'm just going to make a mess. So I'm going to clean it up for one, and then I'm going to take it apart. Look at that, there's mud jammed down in here. So that's the back of the car. Over at the back of the car, there's mud jammed all in here. Oh yeah, you can tell I've been having some fun. Yeah, the motor stays nice and clean though. You get dirt down on that, I imagine it's probably the death of the motor. So yes, I've got my work cut out for me with the Raider this afternoon. I might throw a time lapse together of tearing it down, show it all to you in separate pieces. And then again, by that time, I might not do that. I don't know, we'll see. Just keep watching, you'll see what I decide to do. Real quick update. The Arma Raider teardown did not happen. I noticed the street was a little drier, not that dryness matters with that car, but I decided to just throw the battery in and go run it down one more time. I actually did that 2 or 3 times today. But yeah, RCs are addictive, and when you get the urge to go out and drive around, you get the urge to go out and run the car around. Anyhow, got some help from Chewy with the antenna. He is a much better person at soldering than I am. So check this out. I don't even know how the time lapse turned out yet, but I'm going to throw it in for you guys, and yeah, we'll see what it looks like. Thank you.
But you got it going on that.
It's on there. Oh, that's a tough one, but it's in focus. Okay, now that the radio gear is all fixed, it's time to show you guys a nice little tree. Ta-da! No, this isn't mine. If it was mine, I might have gone electric personally, but to each their own. This is Mr. Richard Dent's truck. It's an HPI Racing Savage X 4.6 big block. This is just the box, actually. So, just give me a second and I'm going to put the box down and show you the main of it. I'm not going to show you incredible too much, just so you can get an idea for the size of this thing. This is a 1/8 scale 4-wheel drive HPI Racing Savage X. So let's check it out. When you first crack the box open, all you see is a lot of stuff crammed in here. But this is just kind of how he had it packed up so he could easily transport it over here so we can do some work, get the parts, and maybe, just maybe, you guys might be able to help recommend a few things in the setup of this truck. So this is what his problem is right now. He wants to switch over to the Traxxas 3.3. It's a nice motor. It's a nitro. But right now he's missing a few things. I think he said it's a clutch setup, so like the clutch and clutch springs and the spear gear. Right in the middle of editing, I just slammed on the brakes, yanked the e-brake, and brought that thing right to a halt. I didn't show this engine well enough, did I? So, without further ado, this is a nice little motor. I'm not kidding you, this is light. We used to use very similar nitro engines, used the exact same fuel for the nitro planes when I flew with my dad back in the 90s. This engine right here is half the weight. I swear to God, it's got to be in the head. The crank's set up different, the carb's set up different. Enough about that. This here is the TRX 3.3 racing engine. He didn't get the 2.5R or the 2.5. Like I say, you go bigger, you go home. So that's going to be nice. It's going to take an intensive break-in sequence cycle. A few different tanks of fuel, running it with the slip clutch set loose. Says quite a bit about it in here, and there's also on RC Sparks. You get to watch them break in this nice low-C engine. So yeah, that's the engine. Just look at the size of the tires on that. Monstrous. And you know, I got fairly large hands. Okay, so there you go. That's like, it's big. Foam filled, nice soft tires. Don't expect them to last them very long. There. I'm gonna jump ahead and pull the truck out so you guys can see that without all the extras. Would you look at that? There you go. A 1/8 scale HPI Savage X. It's got no motor in it, and the gear is missing teeth. It's gonna need that replaced. Well, there's going to be a bit of cleanup involved and the new motor put into it. But this truck has already had a good bit of work put into it. Let's go in for a closer view and see exactly what. So he's obviously gone through and replaced a few things, or it was replaced before he got his hands on it. And maybe after watching this vlog he'll comment down below and let you know a little bit more about what he knows about it. Yeah. And this is where engine's gonna mount into. It does need some work, and it needs a thorough cleaning. When it's done, it's gonna rip. And just really folks, honestly, there's no easy way to show you guys a size comparison so you can see just how much bigger an 8th scale is than a 10th scale. Well, yeah, let's go grab the Raider for a quick second and compare. Yeah, I know, I said I was going to grab the Raider, but this is the Slash sitting next to it. Now the Slash is a fairly large 10th scale. But it's not actually a 2. Now that they're sitting side by side, there's not an incredible size difference between the two. And there's the Slash next to my Raider. And you know, it actually does make the Raider look quite a bit smaller, in case you're wondering. Drip trace, for as the snow melts off it, the water's gotta go somewhere. But yeah, without getting into too much lengthy explanations or diving down in deeper to show you the exact size difference of each of the scale components, like the dog bones for example, a lot beefier and a lot bigger than in the 10th scale. In the 8th scale, you know what I mean. Yeah. So yeah, Mr. Dent, Papa, say a couple things about your truck. Maybe if any of you guys watching have had experience with nitro, or the conversions and putting a Traxxas motor into an HPI 8th scale truck, comment down below. Let us know the complications we may run into when we go to tackle this. On with the vlog. I just figure I should mention I didn't get all those projects I said I wanted to do earlier. We got to take a look at Mr. Dent's HPI Savage. Got some help from Chewy and got that radio fixed, got the antenna, new antenna soldered in, when we were told at a few different hobby shops that it can't be done. Well, they're not going to tell you you can fix it when they want you to buy something new, right? I suppose that's why that is. But it's fixed. We still have to do a range test on it. And what was the other thing? Oh, I was going to rip the Armor Raider apart. I said it wasn't going to run at all. It wasn't going to be any driving for me today, but I still threw the battery in and went out twice. So yeah, addicted to RCs, that's just how it goes. And thank you very much for watching today's vlog so far. I think this is just going to be the end of it for now. I might try and tackle an early edit tonight. If I say it, it never happens, so I won't finish saying it. So on that note, stay positive, think positive, and we'll see you in the next vlog. Thanks again for watching. Vlog over, good night.